Hi guys, it's Sweetie Pie and welcome back to my channel. And today we are doing my first tag video. And I picked one that honestly, obviously nobody tagged me. I know, I'm a loser. But I don't think that tags automatically you have to be tagged for them. But yeah, if you want to do a tag, just freaking do it. Anyway, so the first tag I'm going to do is, obviously you see the title, is the custom palette tag. And this tag, I actually was watching one of the YouTubers that I occasionally watch. She is super spunky, and I will put her name right here just so that you guys can go check her out, and I can give her complete credit for this, idea of mine. And I'm not quite sure who created this tag, but I will put it down in the description because I'm sure she puts it in her video, and I'll just, re-put the information. So yeah, guys, the custom palette tag. Now, I don't always say exactly what my favorite part about makeup is, and it is by far palettes and eyeshadows. I have so many eyeshadows. Eyeshadow is my favorite thing to do. It is just my favorite thing. Some people it's contouring, blush, bronzer. I am definitely an eyeshadow and eyeshadow palette girl. Alright, so I thought this was the best tag for me to do first. So what I decided was, you know what, I'm gonna do a 12 pan palette. Most palettes are 12 pans, so I figured that was fair. And I try to find some likenesses in colors when picking this custom palette. I tried to look through my collection and find shadows that I myself loved and used on a regular everyday basis, and I smushed them into a custom palette. And so yeah, I'm going to swatch each shadow on my, for you guys to let you know what it looks like and why I love it so much. And also I did want to touch and say that I did put in a couple of the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I do realize that those wouldn't in real life fit into a palette. They would dry out and be garbage, but this is an imaginary palette. So yeah, if you guys want to see what I picked for my custom palette, then stay tuned. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I know you love me. Subscribe. And do not forget to like this video and do this tag. I tag every single person that watches this video. Go do this video. If you have a YouTube channel, do this video. If you have an Instagram, do this video or this tag. So yeah, guys, let's get into this. Okay, so first of all, I have an entire list of all of my shadows sitting right here. Oh, I'm sitting on my foot here. Alright, and the first eyeshadow that I picked is an eyeshadow that I used all through public school, or all through high school. It is a shadow that I absolutely loved, and it is the Essence Sunrise palette, right here. And this is what the Essence Sunrise palette looks like. And it is this color right here. And these ones do not have names, so that is what it is. And this is the shadow. It's just a really beautiful bronzy color. I loved putting it all over my lid for work. It was really it was poppin', but it was also like a neutral brown, so I didn't look really overdone. Back in the day when I first started painting and I was still going to school, I wasn't quite as into makeup as I am now, so I used more neutral colors. Now I will go to work with a full-blown green smoky eye if that is what I so choose. Alright, so the next one is an eyeshadow that I probably am not going to be able to list down below or anything, because I myself do not know where to find it. The brand is called Woodland Escape. It is probably equivalent to a drugstore brand. Maybe 3 years ago, this one, see, the lid is even broken. I got 3 of these little pot shadows in it was almost like a beauty box. It was a nice little box, like the sets you get at Christmas, and there were 3 eyeshadows. This one, it's been my favorite eyeshadow forever. I wish I had the old one. If you go on my Instagram and scroll like way down, you can probably see a post of me breaking this eyeshadow on a rock while I was trying to take pictures of it. I used to take like nature makeup pictures. Anyway, so did I say my mother-in-law? I meant my stepmother anyway. My stepmother actually got 2 of these kits. I didn't realize when I went to her house to babysit, I happened to see the kits sitting up top, and I just scooted this eyeshadow out of there. And this is what it looks like. Again, it is more of a taupey brown, but the impact of this shadow is insane. Like on the lid, it is just one of the most beautiful bronze colors I have ever seen. And it can almost, when you do a like orangier eye, it can almost turn a little bit orange on the lid, which this shadow has always been a love of mine, and I'm definitely going to keep this one safe. All right, so we're going on to number 3. The third one is actually from a palette that I purchased on eBay, and I will put a link down below to this one because obviously it's not a name brand, and it just looks like this. And I've had this palette for some time now, probably about a year. And the 2 colors that I'm going to pick are this stark white, which you can see I've hit major pan, and this beigey color. This is an amazing all over lid color, and this white is great for highlighting. And these shadows are super blendable. For eBay, I think I paid $5 for this. It is awesome. All the shadows are really good in it, and they're just super blendable. They're just a really good like base shadow. And I'm just trying to build these up a little bit because I don't think you're going to be able to see them on my tan skin right now. The white is really nice. It's not the most pigmented white in the world, but it's still a really beautiful white. I've used that palette so much. It was my very first matte palette and still use it to this day. So there is, we are at number 4 because there was 2 shadows in that palette. The next shadow is from a Quo palette, and this is and Quo is a Canadian brand if you're wondering, and this is the Must Have Eyes palette, and it looks like, this. There are some eyeliners, which I hate when palettes do that because they dry out. These ones actually are still not dried out, which I'm so surprised about. But the color that I am talking about is this one right here. It is such a beautiful transition color, and it is just dark enough that you can use it to like darken up your crease area like before you go in with like a darker brown or a darker whatever color you're going for. So definitely that palette or that color out of that palette. All right, so the 6th one is from the Sephora Gem and the Holograms palette, and this was like one of the first palettes I ever purchased from Sephora. And the color that I am looking at right here, I think is called, what is it called? Cassette. Yes, it's called Cassette, and it is this silver right here. This is one of the smoothest, most pigmented, most beautiful silvers, like true silvers, you are ever going to see on this planet. It is so smooth. Like, look at that. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And when I was, because I think that palette was only like $20. It was on sale in like their sale area online, and literally the second I looked at that silver, I was like, I'm getting that. I love a lot of the other colors in this palette, but that silver is just phenomenal. Okay, so on to number 7. Number 7, 8, and 9 are my ColourPop Super Shock shadows. Okay, so we have Slave to Pink. Duh, Melissa. We have Slave to Pink, which is like literally the most beautiful pink. Be careful with these. They do stain your eyes. They are pressed pigment. But they are so smooth and so beautiful. You see that reflect there? Absolutely phenomenal. Then my second one that I have here is Baby Talk, and it is just this beautiful red shadow. Very few red shadows in the world. This one works beautifully, and it is like their creamy texture. So, and they have another one as well, and that can be built up way more than that, but I'm just not going to build it up anymore. It is a beautiful red. And there is another one that is a little bit more sparkly, but it is also one of my favorites. I let it pass for the Baby Talk one. And then the last one is Telepathy, which is a green gold. It is from the Kathleen Lights edition, and it is phenomenal. Like, look at that. And it is absolutely beautiful. In the center of the lid for a like a halo eye. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, so the next one that I want to talk to you about is the Coastal Scents, and it is in the color Bronze Peach. And oh, did I grab the wrong one? I definitely did. Alright, the one that I'm talking about is Bronze Peach, and it's this one right here. Another really, really great transition color. And it is more on like the peachy side of transition colors. I just thought that one, it would go really well with like my Slave to Pink, and it would also go well with some of the like the Essence bronzy colors and whatnot. Alright, so we've got two left, ladies and gentlemen. The next one is the Too Faced Gingerbread palette. I know a lot of people hate these palettes, but I really didn't mind them at all, to be perfectly honest. I found this was the very first high-end palette I ever purchased, and it came in a set of 3, and I loved them. I absolutely loved them, so I'm sorry, guys, if you don't enjoy these palettes. But the one I'm talking about here is called Winter Dream, and as you can see, I usually use it wet, and that's why there's a little bit more of a dent, because you do have to pack it on a little bit. But the color is this absolutely phenomenal, like dark mauve purple. Really, really pretty and beautiful with a like glitter glue packed onto the eye. So good. Last but not least, and I just noticed that I do not have it sitting in front of me, and then I'm just gonna have to grab it, is the Color Tattoo, what is it? Brash Blue. This is such a beautiful blue. When you see people with that really beautiful blue under eye, this is the color that I think about when I see that. Alright, here it is right here. This is what it looks like, and it is a pigment like in a jar, so I'm going to be really careful getting a little bit out of here. And honestly, if you're careful with this, or you just do your face after your eyes, this is absolutely phenomenal on the bottom lash line, and you can actually get it into like the, if you're doing a blue eye, get it into the upper crease. Absolutely beautiful. There it is right there, and it's showing a little bit lighter than it actually is in real life. In real life it is a little tiny bit darker than that, but it is the most beautiful pop of blue. Oh my god. Alright guys, well that is my custom palette, and I really wish that I was able to like put all the colors in front of you to see what this palette would look like. I'm still gonna maybe try and do that, but yeah guys, I love all of these palettes. They're all absolutely phenomenal. Like the ColourPop eyeshadows, I cannot believe how good they are. Like I can't believe it. And all of these palettes are something special to me. Thumbnail! And yeah, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any tags, any other tags that you guys want me to do, give me a, like, you know, comment down below and I will 100% do those for you. Yeah, and comment. Subscribe to my channel. You guys know where that button is. Make sure you press that button. Make sure you press the button.